Okay, I'm hoping I can do this real quick, and I have to stop the blah 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 for this to be less than 15 minutes. Problem is, I tell stories. I have to give you a little bit of back knowledge. It goes back to 2004. I have to give you a little bit more back knowledge. It goes back to 1997. I gotta know what's going on with my mom. I've been reading up on three things: dementia, Parkinson's, and MS, and in that order. I've been reading more on dementia and a little bit less on Parkinson's and a whole lot less on MS, okay? Now, my mom's soon to be 64. My mom never had a problem with going to sleep. Always had perfect night sleep. Always had perfect sleep, like staying asleep. Never had a problem going to sleep. Her head hit the pillow, she'd be out, and she always get 6 hours sleep, something like that. I get 6 hours sleep. You know, I'm fine with 6 hours. I don't particularly need 8 hours. I can, but if I'm working, I don't, um, don't have time to be sleeping that much. So, uh, I think my mom has early onset dementia. She's 64 or will be next month. And uh, a lot of these things I'm going to be talking about started happening soon after changing medication. And I'm going to look up again because I can't remember if buspirone has a side effect of burning feet. But this burning feet thing is new to my mom. And it's wreaking havoc on my mom's life. So I'm going to read you things that she doesn't do and then go through the list of things she does do. She does not poop in her pants. She does not pee in her pants. She's not incontinent. She knows how to go to the bathroom. She does not walk outside. She doesn't go for long walks outside, such as the cases late Alzheimer's, where people go outside and walk outside, and they don't come back home, and because they don't know where home is, because they forget she's not there. Okay, she has not forgotten the year. A few days ago, she got messed up on the month. She thought it was July, and I said, no, this is August. But that to me, that's a minor thing, especially if it's August 1st or August 5th, and you think it's July 31st. That can happen. She knows how to wipe herself. She knows how to walk. She walks with a walker. She can get up on her own. Sometimes she's weak. That's the thing. She's physically weak, and she doesn't forget that I work part-time. So I leave for work at 6:15 in the morning. I think pretty much she knows that I have to be there at 7, and she knows when I get home. She knows to expect me home pretty much at the same time. It also helps to have I have some type of stopwatch that she bought for me, and I've had it probably for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, something like that. And it goes off every day at 4:30, and she knows I'm going to be home soon. So what does she do? Okay, well, restless leg syndrome. I don't know when it started. I just know that I saw the symptoms back in 2013 because I had a total hip replacement in 2013, and I had a soft bed, a little bit too soft. I like firm beds, and I didn't feel safe in my soft bed. Didn't want to roll over or anything, so I slept in her bed. She slept on one side, I slept on the other side, the queen bed, because her bed is firm. And as I slept in that bed, I noticed she was flailing around. Her legs were flailing around, and just kicking and everything. And when I was in the hospital, she had fell out of bed, and she had 2 black eyes, and her arms must have been flailing around too, that's a sleep disorder. Don't know if venlafaxine caused that or not, but she's been on that venlafaxine since, I don't know, 1999, 2000, something like that, around there, because her general practitioner, Dr. Kumamoto, at that time, diagnosed her with a panic disorder because she was saying stuff like, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't die, don't die, don't leave me, don't leave me, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And she was saying that not to me, but to her husband, which was alive back in those days. He passed in '04. Okay, so she's been on the venlafaxine for many years, and I told her back when she was 60, you may want to stop this venlafaxine because these antidepressants don't work with people that are elderly. They just don't do good. Some people are very anti-pharma, and I used to be very anti-pharma, very big time anti-pharma. But anyway, I told her it's your choice. If you want to get off, I would not personally go on medication, especially if once I go into my 60s, I do not want to go into that from what I read. But I told her it was her choice, and firsthand stuff, I've seen things happen with her. So, but for the most part, the venlafaxine's worked very good for her. She has never been a person that's overweight. She's always been underweight. She's always been 110 pounds or less. She's 5'5". Now she's 5'4" because she lost an inch. She does have osteoporosis, and she does have scoliosis, curvature in the back, and her scoliosis is very, very bad. So she forgets time sometimes. Sometimes she doesn't realize that a minute is a minute and 5 minutes is 5 minutes. She's losing her perception a few weeks ago, I would say 3-4 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. She'd say, is it time for whatever? I don't know what it is. And I say, no, it's been a minute. And she thinks it's 15 minutes. I go, no, that's been 2 minutes, not 10 minutes. So her perception of time is a little off. She walks around the house because of the burning feet. Her feet burn like freaking crazy. This is a brand new thing. This did not happen before, I don't know what day it started. I'm sorry I didn't write down the date, but I have a feeling it's a direct link to that busporin. And I might tell her that I've read online, if indeed, because I remember some pill causes burning feet. And if it's that busporin, I'm going to let her know, hey, I read online that busporin has burning feet as a side effect, which is detrimental to her, let me tell you. She just can't sit still. She walks. She always, not always, but a lot of the time has swollen feet, especially the right one. Around, it's the whole foot, the ankles, and everything. So I'm thinking it's edema. I don't know why there's water retention. I don't understand what that is. She has a very small appetite, and she goes in these patterns of 2 years. She'll go 2-3 years eating the same thing almost every day. There was a time where she ate nothing but eggs for breakfast for like 2 years every day, and I don't get it, but she did it. She got sick and tired of the eggs, but what she did was she'd do the egg whites. She wouldn't do the eggs. She'd take the egg yolk out. She had an egg separator. If you just do the egg whites for 2 years, just like fry them flat in the frying pan and flip them over, she got sick of it. Now she's been eating cashew cereal with 7, not 5, 7 prunes. And highly constipated. She does the stool softener twice a day. Her doctor doesn't want to prescribe it to her. I guess he feels that she shouldn't be taking a stool softener, but she needs it every day because if she doesn't, her stool's hard as a rock. And it's horrible. So now we have to pay out of our own pocket for the stool softener. She's low income. She's on Social Security, not SSI. She's on Social Security. Since her husband died, she's been on his Social Security so she can get more. Small appetite, and she's been eating this small appetite stuff for many, many years. She'll have a bowl of cereal and 7 prunes for breakfast. That's it. Maybe 300 calories, maybe 250 calories around there, and then a sandwich. And what I mean by a sandwich is 2 pieces of bread, some mayo, some lunch meat in there, and that's it. She used to do this, like the spinach or the green leaf, not the green leaf, the romaine. She used to do that. She doesn't even do that anymore. I told her put peanut butter in there to get some substance and some fat and some protein in there, because a couple of things, the slices of meat, 2 bread, and a mayo is not enough. That's 200 calories, maybe for the bread, another 90 for the mayo, and maybe another 70 for the meat. Not enough. I'll say so. We got 250 for breakfast, and maybe if she's lucky, 400 for lunch. And by the time she eats lunch, 600-700 calories, and then maybe a dinner of 300 calories. And I counted, she was getting maybe on a grand day, she would get 1,000 calories a day. Usually 800-900 calories, and I told her general practitioner that back in March, April, earlier this year. He said, no, sorry, 900 calories not enough. Minimum 1,200, better 1,500, because she's always been underweight. And I would say in her 40s, when I was 20-ish, around there. She was probably 110, but ever since about 51, 52, when her husband passed, she's probably been about 105, 106, 107. And since the cancer, she had endometrial cancer in 2014. Then she had the surgery, the hysterectomy, and then I don't know how many weeks after that, she had the radiation. That radiation screwed up her body, and it screwed up her appetite to where she didn't want to eat. And I remember the doctor that did the radiation said, eat meat, eat red meat. And she was like, no, I don't eat red meat. She likes chicken. She doesn't like red meat. Finally, I got her to start eating some red meat about 2 years ago. But it's once in a while. Maybe once a month she'll have a burger. Sometimes less than once a month. But we're getting progress. But that radiation messed up her gut. It messed up a lot of shit. And she can do dairy now. She used to not be able to because that used to make her diarrhea. So now she can have dairy and everything. It doesn't do anything. Now I think the dairy might actually constipate her, which is bad because she doesn't need help with constipation. She was diagnosed with IBS many years ago, like 2000 or 1997 or 1995. She was diagnosed with IBS. But constipation is a sign of Parkinson's. It's one of the symptoms. But I don't think she has Parkinson's. Let's see. Small appetite. I mean, come on. Now for the last week, I've been making her breakfast. So if I don't need to go to work, I'll make pancakes or something. If I do need to go to work, she does the cereal. She can make the cereal, and I cook eggs. And I get up at 4:15, and I leave for work at 6:15. And I used to wake up at 4:45, and I said, I can wake up at 4:15 and go for a walk. I don't even go for a walk in the morning anymore because I'm taking care of my mom because it's like I'm a new mother. I'm literally feeling like I am a mother to my mother, and I'm like a caretaker to her. She probably could cook eggs if her feet didn't burn, but because her feet burn, she just wants to walk around all the time in the house, and it's she can do a complete circle from the living room to the kitchen. It's just a circle thing, and around she goes with her walker. Of course, she feels weak. She has osteoporosis. She doesn't want to fall. A new thing that she says is, I don't know. She's not aware. I say, which foot is worse? Which tingling is, pins and needles is worse? Right foot, left foot? I don't know. How long has this been going on? I don't know. Tell me how you feel. I don't know. Well, you don't tell me how you feel. How can I help you? I want to fix it. I don't want to empathize with her. I want to fix the issue. That's all I want to do is get rid of those symptoms and fix it. It's all I want to do is fix it. Let's see, B12 shot. She had a B12 shot August 8th. That's when she saw her general practitioner. I don't know if that helped. The thing is, she's not aware. She just does not know anything. And I don't understand that. Something new that has happened that she has verbalized. Thank God she verbalized it, because if she doesn't verbalize stuff, I don't know what's going on. And that's a major problem. She just can't find the words to describe what she's going through. It's a big problem. But she did say something like, oh, those lights are so bright. And, oh, the TV's so loud. Now, she used to be a person that loved the news. She liked the news every morning. Especially when I wasn't working so much. For I don't know how many years, 5 years, 4 years, 5 years maybe. She'd watch news around 9, 10 a.m. 6 a.m. no, but around 9, 10 a.m. she'd watch the news. And just the normal TV volume, whatever, you have to turn it up to hear it. And now she's like, God, the TV's so loud, all that chatter. And it's the Today Show. She liked the Today Show before, but ever since a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, that TV's so loud. I go, no, it's not loud. You have to have it that loud to hear it. If you don't have it that loud, you're not going to hear it. We don't have one of those sound bars. It's the speakers are in the back of the TV, so you have to turn it up to 30 or 40 or 50 to hear it. And I say, I'm sorry, Mom, it's not loud. It's you. And the light's so bright. And not these lights, but the sun. coming in from the outside. That's what she's talking about. And she goes, I close my eyes and it's still bright. And I'm thinking, are you having a migraine? She goes, no, I don't have a headache. And I go, you don't understand. People that have migraines complain about the bright light, and they can't take it, and they want the bright light off because it hurts. And then the sound, it hurts. It's irritating. I don't know what it's like to have a migraine. I never had one. I never want one. But she is experiencing those signs. And she goes, no, I don't have a headache. She had one earlier, and her headache lasted, I don't know how long. She didn't verbalize it, but I'm guessing maybe 5, 10, maybe 20 minutes. I read a lot of site about TIA. So I'm reading a lot. I read on the site about TIA. I said you could have a headache for 15, 20 minutes. It goes away, and you think it's nothing, and it's a TIA. I also read something about out-of-body experiences or people not feeling like they're within their body. And that is a symptom, or people have expressed that symptom after they found out they had a TIA. Like, oh, I felt like this, and I didn't know it was a TIA, but that's what it was, because they were diagnosed. So the significance of the TIA is, I asked her, how can you not know which foot is burning more? I don't know. And I say, do you not feel like you're in your body? And she said, yeah, actually, I don't feel like in my body. I don't feel like I'm actually in this body sometimes. And I said, how long has this been going on? I don't know. This all elusive, lovely things that she loves to say, I don't know. I'm thinking, where the freak did this I don't know come from? She's never been this unaware, ever, ever, ever. And it's driving me up a freaking wall. I don't know. Now, I got a list. Forget time, month, week, walk around, swollen foot, right foot, ankles, retaining water, small appetite. Oh yeah, I forgot the first one. I can't breathe. She does this. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Now, she does have scoliosis. It's really bad. But this I can't breathe thing has been going on for about a month. Guess what? Around the time that she started the Busporin, I read somewhere online that one of the things that she takes causes breathing problems. And doctors say, your lungs are fine, your heart's fine. Okay, then what the hell's going on with my mama? Because before this was born, she wasn't saying any of this shit. It wasn't going on. I don't know. Out-of-body experience. She said she had experienced that the other day. I don't know what the other day means. The other day with her could mean 2 weeks ago. The other day could mean 2 days ago. And she does not write down when she has these experiences. And I told her today, you need to write down everything you feel on the day that you feel it and write the date. If you can't do that, you need to write it on the calendar, like I feel faint. Oh, that's the word. That's the word she doesn't know. She likes the word dizzy. She goes, I feel dizzy. And I go, is the room spinning? She goes, no. And I go, then what are you experiencing? And she goes, ah. And she gets very frustrated. And she goes, how do you articulate what you want to say when you can't say it? I don't know. I've never been there before, and I hope I never get there. But she gets very frustrated. I know what to say, but I can't say it because it's here, but can't get here. And I go, what is it? If the room is not spinning, you're not feeling dizzy. Dizzy is when something is moving. Either a wall is moving, it's either doing this or doing that or something. Or you feel like you've been spinning. And as children, we probably all span around and then stood there and whoa, that's dizzy. Something is moving. She goes, no, nothing's moving. And I said, do you feel like you're going to black out? And she said, yes. I said, that's the word faint. You feel like you're going to faint. Then I asked her more questions. What about the room? Is the room getting dark? No, because I know I almost fainted. When I was in Bible college, everything got dark. And then I did faint when I was in a doctor's office. That was rather quick. I do not remember everything getting dark when I fainted in the doctor's office because I was watching them take blood. But in Bible college, I did get faint, but I did not faint. But it was slowly like the whole world was getting dark, 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 dark. And I said, are you seeing spots, black spots? She said, no. And I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And she has no appetite. She's like and then she'll forget to eat. She'll eat, but it's not enough. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not enough. 900 calories is just not enough. Not for a woman that's 5'4" or 5'5". Now maybe if you're 4'11", and maybe if you're really short or 5 foot, and you need to cut back on your calories, and you need to really cut back on your calories, and you want to, because it's 90% diet. If you want to lose weight, it's 90% diet. It's diet and exercise. You got to do both. You can't have one without the other. And my mom doesn't understand. She needs to eat more. And then she gained weight. She weighed 96 pounds on Wednesday. Today, technically it's Monday morning, but it is Sunday night. And I weighed herself earlier today, and she was like 104. On Saturday afternoon, after I came home from work, she weighed in at 105. So, or thereabouts, 105, 106. So earlier today, Sunday, I weighed her and she was up 104. Not bad. I don't know how accurate our scale is, but it seems to me that our scale is like 1 degree less of what it really is. So if you weigh yourself and it's 100 on our scale, you're going to be 101 in the doctor's office. But still, I want my mom to be minimum 109, 110. That's where she should be, like a BMI of like 18. I think her BMI right now is like 16, maybe 17. She's underweight. And I just don't know. She went to the ER on July 3rd for heart palpitations. She went to another ER, different one, on July, 12th. I don't know what day it was, 15th, for shortness of breath. Both times they said, you're fine, your blood work's fine, your oxygen's fine, your heart's fine, your lungs fine. One of them said, go to a cardiologist. Why would they say that if your heart's fine? Why would they say that you could take an EKG and everything's fine? And then she went to the ER again last Monday, which was, I believe, August 22nd. And I went there just to tell the ER doctor, can you prescribe her a very short-lived, like a Xanax or a Klonopin or something to that order, where it works on the anxiety, very short-lived. I said she has a mental health appointment on the 31st, and I don't think she can make it then, so something short-lived. He said, I can do 10 days. I said, fine. The Ativan that she's been given doesn't do shit for her. It doesn't do anything. But she doesn't really need anything for anxiety. What she needs is help with the burning legs. Not legs, but burning feet. That's what she needs help with. And then the agoraphobia. I don't have that on this, but she doesn't want to leave the house at all. Back in June, she'd say, go to the store with me. Of course, I would drive. I've been driving her around for the last 6 months, primarily all me. And I'm wondering, did I do this to her? Did I cage my mother in? What did I do? Am I at fault here? Because if you don't use it, you lose it. And thinking, God, did I create some kind of bad thing in my mom by driving her around? And she did drive a little bit. We had to go pick up a vehicle. We have 2 vehicles, and she had to pick up one. We drove down there, and then I drove one car, and I think she drove the truck. I'm not sure which one it was, but she made a very bad judgment call, and she was in front of me, and she went this way, and the car was coming that way on the road, and she had to wait for them, and she didn't, and she went out like this, and that person over here had to literally slam on their brakes because she went too soon. She should have waited for that person to pass, so she didn't know. So I don't know if that was just a bad judgment call, which is worse, or if it's a vision problem, and maybe her specs aren't as good, and her depth perception is off, which, if it's just a vision thing, easy fix, go to the eye doctor, get better glasses. But if it's a perception problem, that's much more involved. And I said to her, do I need to watch you drive? Do you need to drive? Do we need to go somewhere so I can watch you drive so I can see how this perception thing is, and if that was just a fluke or if this is an ongoing thing? She does not feel safe to drive anymore because she's very tired with the busporin and the gabapentin, I believe it is. And I am tapering her off of the venlafaxine because she's just losing weight, and venlafaxine has a side effect of weight loss. She doesn't need that. She needs to gain weight. So 104 today, Maybe in another 5 or 6 days she'll be 109. If she's 109, I will be good with 109 as long as she stays there. But how I don't know how bad does she have to be. You know, she complains of almost nausea every day. Well, I know nausea is a side effect of busporin. I know it already. I read it. So I don't know. Maybe she needs to get off the busporin. I don't know. Because a lot of people would not take that medicine because of side effects. There's a certain medication that I was given. I had some type of muscle spasms in my back some time ago. I'm going to say probably about 4 years ago. Now, one of the side effects, it said on the little list thingy, it said hallucinations. I said, oh, hell no. And I didn't use the word hell. I used the F word. I said, oh, hell no. Am I going to use that thing? Hallucinations? Are you kidding me? Then I'll be diagnosed with schizophrenia. No freaking way am I going to have that label. So I said, no, I'll deal with these muscle spasms in my spine or whatever they were. And they went away on their own. I never took that medication. And I wrote it down somewhere, never take this medication. And there are people out there like it. I actually read a blog or a post or a comment or something of a woman pharmacist said, I will never take Fosamax because of the side effects, ever. And my mom has been on Fosamax for about 10 years. And I read that, you know, there's no proof that it does any good after taking it for 5 or 10 years. So, and my mom heard, and I told her, you know, the research and stuff online, that you can get jaw fractures and hip fractures from Fosamax from taking it for too long, because it works up to 5 years, but not after that. So she's not taking the Fosamax anymore. She doesn't want it. I don't know what her numbers were, and, you know, negative 4.4. I don't know what they were when she was 50. I just know what they were when she was 60 or 61, and they were negative 4.4. So, and I don't know if that's a Z-score or a T-score. I don't know. Not sure. My mom didn't ask me, and I didn't ask. So, that's what's going on. I just don't know how long I have to wait. I mean, for my mom, because her general practitioner said on Wednesday she needs to go be admitted to the hospital. You know, he said, please take her into the hospital. She's not gaining weight. She's losing weight. She's melting away. She's melting in front of me. He goes, I can't do anything else. Well, you can prescribe a freaking, you know, Colace or something like Coculace or something. You could do that. You could be nice and save us some money, because that Coculace is $15 a bottle for 30 pills. And she takes 2 pills a day. It only lasts freaking 15 days. Do you want us to pay out of pocket $30 a month? That's what you're asking us to do? You know, I mean, if the doctor really thinks if he thinks it's a bowel blockage, or he suspects it, why didn't you speak up and say, I think it could be a bowel blockage, instead of saying, no, I don't want to keep on prescribing the Coculace. And the crap drink that he gave her doesn't work. I don't know what it's called, but it's some kind of drink. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. The pills, Coculace does more for her than the drink does. So, see how I blab? And I wasted probably 5 minutes from me blabbing. So I need to know, how long do I have to wait until I take my mom to the ER? Because she's sick. She's ill.